Greetings everyone, and great here. Another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn top left side as the red Chinese, we have MarineLord. Spawn bottom right side as the blue Holy Roman Empire, we have liquid DeMu. Ah, perfect. He is using supervised ability there to claim some extra food from those deer. Very, very good. And the deer also got in close well, so he quickly picked them off, so he's going to get a lot of food income there. You now the Agion chapel now being employed on the field, which will allow him to quickly collect up all that wood. Both deposit wood, not near the gold, nor the deer. Maybe it would be a bit better to put it near the deer and the gold. By the way, he will get his stone wood up collected quite quickly. Do have now Imperial Academy being pulled out by red as well. Both sides also just equal up. Let's go even faster. We're going to go times 8. Both Imperial Academy and the Bardic and the Sun being employed on the field. And it's quickly cleaning up all those deer as well, killing them off. You now have the second town center here. In between both town centers, that does provide some great coverage for the Agion Chapel, both defensively and for farm placement. You now got a pair of barracks being deployed on out and deploying out some early mana arms. Let's see, what should the Chinese player deploy out versus early mana arms? His primary town center does have hand cannoneer split. That would be very good. He does pull out another town center over here. I wonder if that has been spotted. That appears not have been spotted just yet, so it will be very good. I'm going to keep the Chinese player selected so we can see some of the extra effects from the Chinese player. Of course, got the Imperial Academies. Buildings in this area generated plus 100% gold in taxes. This early man arms push way forward. He is going to receive a lot of Zunchnu fire. They have 3 pierce armor. The Chinese player needs to immediately get out his blacksmith in order to get out some additional damage on the Zunchnus. Because if he gets that and his opponent doesn't go for pierce armor, it will allow him to get these guys up to 2 damage per arrow, which is a 100% damage increase. These walls are going on up, very, very nice, but he can batter them down. He does complete the walls there. He will lose the villager, and now like the torches will come on out. More early mana Mars being applied on the field. The Bardic Sun does provide some good fire support if it was in range. And right now, it is not in range. Right now for defense, we're going to have massive Zunchnus. And marching drills is almost complete. They'll allow these mana arms to move around a bit more quickly. Trying to pick off these mana arms one at a time. Do not got pierce damage being researched. Very, very nice. Marching drill, is that a barracks technology or is that a... Yeah, that's a barracks technology. I don't see a blacksmith field. And with that pierce damage research, that would be very, very important. Some of these guys are seeing some hits there. Now just going for the villagers. And the hand cannoneer select of the town center will put some big holes in these guys. When those villagers do go down, red does have a slight village advantage since he has an extra town center, but the Agion Chapel is very powerful and will provide a lot of income. Actually, both players have second town centers. Oh yeah, so the villager count will be quite similar. Red has a superior number of forces in the field, going for more mana arms. Red doesn't realize it, but he can go on the aggression. Oh, looks at that. We got fast castle for the Holy Roman Empire. He has enough resources to go attack on up. And likely we'll see the Ragnig's Cathedral. Yep, trying to go for those relics. This one, however, has been walled on in. No pierce armor here, so these arrows, these Zunchnus will do some great damage. Chinese players are going to have a lot of fun with these Zunchnus since there's no pierce damage research. Now we've got pierce damage research being deployed on out. Chinese player is pretty far from taking up. He still needs a lot of gold, and he's spending the gold on for more Zunchnus. when he sees that Castle Age go up, we're going to see him be hyper defensive until he gets that his own Castle Age up, because he desperately does need at this point in time. He is also even claimed Boar. Very, very nice. When his opponent seeing that, he could be aggressive to keep his opponent contained to the space. You now got the Man-at-Arms upgrade. And we do also have the Veteran Horseman research as well. He may be eyeing to pull out Veteran Horseman to overrun these Zunchunus. They do, of course, have 3 PSR at the moment. And right now there's 5 damage to the Zunchunus. So the Horseman will take 2 damage per arrow, but right now the Man-at-Arms will take 1 damage per arrow. And now with the Man-at-Arms research, they get 1+1/+1 armor as well. So even if he gets up the Castle Age, gets pierce damage research, he will only do 1 damage per arrow of his Zunchunus. Got another layer of walls there. Red's going for a lot of defensive walls there. He's also being aggressive, which is both good and bad. If he loses his army, he could easily get overrun, but also keeps his opponents on defense. Astronomical Clock Tower being put on the field. Some Nest Bees would be quite good. Trying to open up some of these relics there. He's deployed walls around all of these relics. Very, very nice. Some of these villagers are currently idle. Zunchunus pushing forward, finds some free damage there, which is very good. These Zunchunus are receiving now quite a bit of fire. He needs some defensive spearmen just simply to force some mass in the front line. And once the opponent goes for the mace upgrade, heavy mace upgrade, it's generally a good idea to use spearmen and Man-at-Arms to be equivalent to holding the front line. So I believe mass spearmen would be a good front line for the Chinese player, regardless if he goes for the heavy mace or not. Now there's going to be a pretty sizable choke point here. He may just want to stand and fight at the edge of the choke point, trying to set up through the choke point there, so he's actually getting hit by that own choke point there. Now, got a line of torches being put on field. He's trying to clear up this region. This monk does find the walls and the relic. He may have saw those torches come out for a brief moment as well. He knows what he's trying to go for. I think we do have the heavy mace research as well. No, we do not. Those are just unlit torches I see there, not the maces. We do now have the Inspired Warriors research, as well as pierce hack damage. Got the Veteran Zunchunus. Right now they're doing 7 damage per arrow. Man-at-Arms have 6 pierce armor, so the Zunchunus still only do 1 damage. But they do extra damage for the Horseman, that's for sure. And that choke point is still being a nasty choke point for both sides. He's having trouble retreating through. Right now the military count is very similar. Let's pick off some of these Man-at-Arms. He's going still more Man-at-Arms and Horsemen. Nest Bees are very good. I still believe he needs to get out a handful of spearmen just to hold the front line. Red's walls are still intact. Yep, they're all not damaged. Red does also have a slight villager count as well. Do not have outposts being deployed on out over here. A hand cannoneer slip wouldn't be half bad. And Clock Tower Nest of Bees are always good as well. Going for some Palace Guards, very nice. But against the Man-at-Arms, which can get the heavy mace, they're going to be a bit more detrimental than useful. But they are, of course, mobile, which is very important as well. Palisade wall now under fire. You got some housing deployed on the high ground. With a nice scenic view to have your home. Red is going for a relic now, but I think blue has claimed every other relic. Yeah, I can see down here. I've got oh wait, yeah, 3 relics there. Relics are inside the Regnese Cathedral, providing a good gold generation. And now these men-at-arms trying to push way over here. There is a breach there. And Blue is going eyeing for that relic. He does have some horsemen here for defense. Does take out that prelate there. And so some good damage there on those men-at-arms. Do now have the Military Academy research. One of these forces over here. Man-arms just down there, a bit idle. Man-arms going to be idling away. We've got the classic SBs firing a very good volley into there. Pick up the horsemen as well. And I believe Red's monk is in that region as well. Got this sizable wave here. No additional mana. Nessa Beast from the field, only one spearman as well. Guess they got that outpost as well. Blue's also claimed some of the gold in the front line, very nice, and now trying to pull out some keeps as well. Monk severely wounded, needs some escort. Trying to go converge, or just trying to psych him out. We got this force now pushing forward. Force will only has 5 pierce armor. Zinchus will do more than 1 damage per shot. They will do 2 damage per shot. And now these forces are overrunning those villagers. Nessa Beast trying to get some damage on Finn. The monk here. Of course, the converge is off cooldown there, trying to get them back at home. Villagers still being focused down. Red is spearing up the villagers here. Does have a trainer that's going up. And these villagers may wish to get inside this town center. Notice that the monk will escape out with a relic. SB still trying to fire away. The Zinchus are all across the line. Fires a volley there. Villagers pushing way forward as well. And now trying to pull out more keeps to claim some of this gold as well. There's heavy mace research and as well as heavy weapons research. So these man-at-arms are going to be very, very strong. They're right now doing 15 damage plus 6 versus heavy. So best use spearmen rather than man-at-arms in order to hold back the front line, which is still not great. He needs a regular crossbowman as well, not Zinch News. He does have a handful of regular crossbows in here, as well as a nest of bees. Gate now receiving some fire. Got boiling oil, a fortified outpost, melee attack, and spring gold replacement being researched. Blue's has secured most of the map, has all of these sacred sites as well. Red's not going for some clock tower battering rams. We've got 2 clock tower Nissa Bees here, which can provide some good damage support. And it's also claiming all the forward stone and gold in this region as well. This gold is protected. Both of them are 8,000 deposits. Red still has some... That's 131, not a lot of gold there. I don't think Red has any gold deposit other than that 131 in his territory at the moment. So it's going to pose a big problem there. He does have some gold generation from somewhere. Aaron's trying to put some holes in this keep, but it's being picked away. Now I've got the villagers trying to throw some torches onto it. This keeps also has been pulled on the field. Mangonels do bonus damage for structures, but these Nessa Bees don't do any additional bonus damage for structures. They do also have 8 range, so they will go into tower castle fire. They do have 20 pierce armor, and they're currently not firing there. A little bit poor control there, and horsemen overrun them. Losing these Nessa Bees is probably going to be game. He needed those. We got some spearmen in this mix as well, not any crossbowmen, just Zinch News. Has a good number of palace guards, which will be used decent versus the horsemen, but not necessarily versus these man-at-arms. You have now a clock tower counterweight trebuchet to pull on the field, as well as a clockwork tower battering ram. This keep has been loaded with a relic. It does increase its pierce armor, which makes it so spring golds do less damage to it. Battering ram pushing forward, trying to claim this forward gold as well. Another keep being pulled out here as well. Horseman charging forward. Battering ram getting focused down by those men at arms. Counterweight trebuchet engaging. Men at arms does go down as well. We've got the monastery here, and I've got the Elkbach Palace being pulled on the field. I'm not familiar with the Elkbach Palace on top of my head. There it is. No, that's town center. Where is the Elkbach Palace being pulled now? Merchant repairs, that's why you pull the forward town center to get some forward repairs. There's the Elkbach Palace. Elkbach Palace. Acts a keep with additional health. All those within influence takes 33% less damage. So I can class pull a townsend next to it and make it very hard to kill off. Red's ground force push way forward. He looks like he's going for his own healer age at the moment. Sacred Side Victory has 7 minutes remaining. Clock Tower, that's a regular counterweight trebuchet. Clock Tower, counterweight trebuchet, and counterweight trebuchet getting some damage there in the keep. Red's now going for his own keep on the front line. Horseman trying to engage these villagers. He does have less villagers than currently his opponent. Man arms engaging these forces as well. Got these forces engaging. These more crossbowmen. Clock Tower and SFB is trying to engage. Villagers do abandon, trying to get on the far side. They're engaging the horsemen. Villagers seeing quite a bit of fire there. Clock Tower and SFB does go down. More spear being pushed on in. Villagers are. It's getting a bit close, but the keep itself has received quite a bit of damage. There's a handful of villagers still building at it. And there are bombards here. He does keep deployed on up, trying to get repaired on up, but the bombard of the region, it probably will go down. All the villagers are down. This army is being whittled down. Doesn't have a whole lot of food at the moment. Has more man arms with build queue. Clock Tower SMBs finds a good volley there. And right now, Blue's force is getting bumped right there. Red's keep does go down. Keep has been receiving some emergency repairs, so he's going. And by the time it gets off cooldown, we'll have access to more emergency repairs. More batteries pushing forward, but with the Elkbach Palace region, this keep will sustain a lot less damage. I think it's going to be game over for the Chinese player. He just needs more trebuchets, honestly. This keeps emergency repair abilities down to 4 seconds. And he has got the increased health in buildings, hasn't he? And there's emergency repair ability, which will repair up, what, 3,000 damage, 2,500. Another keep employed by Red. This one will be a bit more successful. The bombards are still in region as well as a culverin. So in other words, both the culverin and the falconet does get some damage there. Do got some lances in region, which are light melee units. So regular archers would be do bonus damage to them if you deploy up regular archers. Keep has, of course, 3 hand cannoneers, so it does get some good damage on in. But it has to see quite a bit of fire now. This keep will go down to the bombards. Red's not counterattacking. Needs to go to this sacred site as soon as possible. Does get the relic out of there. Bombard has a bit of fire there. Crossbowmen and 2 news. Getting some good damage on in. Red is still not going to pure age. It's going to be far from it. He spent all of his food on more forces. And the Sacred Side Victory has 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Looks like the bombard has been repaired on up. And he's trying to pull out another keep there. He's focused behind that Sacred Side. Red's infantry force advancing forward. Clock Tower and SMBs fires another good volley there. Bombard and culverins push way forward. Trebuchets push way forward as well, but they can get easily overwhelmed because the culverins are anti-siege unit. So these trebuchets are getting annihilated by those culverins. Keep has been built there. All villagers that remain, 15 of them, does inside the keep as well. Gain some damage from the fire support there. But now the keep's under fire. The extra arrows do 12 damage each, so they do extra damage. And of course, still got this keep here. Villagers come on out, trying to get some repairs there. Blue's force has been cleaned up, but those lose the keep there. Second sight, 2 minutes, 30 seconds there. Going for now the biology research as well as the elite land neck upgrade. Landschnecks will of course be very effective for these spearmen. Horsemen charging forward. Spearmen needs to start hitting these horsemen there. Second sight, the capture has been stopped. So got some bombards here putting away against these forces. Got a lot of prelates here trying to inspire these forces. Trebuchets are now raining in onto these outposts. Mercenary repairs have been exhausted recently, and the second site will be secured, and Red does back the game now. This is Andgrade saying, thank you for watching, on to the next replay.